Hey guys, this is Miss Macy. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to make this video to teach you how to cite your sources, which is basically giving credit to the people that you take the information from. And we're going to do this using MLA format. Okay, MLA is the type of format that your essays are going to be in from now until forever, until the end of high school and college. You're going to use this format, and it's really specific, and I'll teach you all like the nuts and bolts of it when we get back and when we get practicing more essays. But today I just wanted to talk to you about the very last page of your essay. This is called a works cited page. So MLA requires you to have this whole page at the end to tell where you got your information. So this worksheet you should have gotten, it should be pink, I think. And if you look at the very bottom, there's a works cited example. So your page will look like this. It'll have works cited in the center, and then it'll have all of the different sources that you used. And just to show you how it's set up, you start off with the person's last name, then you have their first name, then you have the title of the article, if it's an article, the journal that the article came from, when that article was published, where it was published, what the publisher was, when you actually saw it and how you saw it. Was it print? Was it from the web? So it has like very specific, and you need specific punctuation and everything. But you don't have to memorize how to do this. There are a couple of websites that will actually help you create it. So if you go to the top of the worksheet, it gives you these two sources to help you cite your sources. So EasyBib.com and Citation Machine. We're going to use EasyBib for this video. So I've already pulled up EasyBib.com. It's going to look like this. And right here, it tells you the different formats you can cite it in. We're going to stick with MLA format. And then it also tells you some of the things that you can cite. So you can cite a website, you can cite a book, you can cite video or film, you can cite a journal database, or some other things. So let me give you an example. Okay. So say I have bought a cat, and I want to write an essay about the art of massaging your cat. Okay. It's a thing. I know it sounds ridiculous, but look at my website. We have some funny videos for it. So anyway, so I go to Amazon, and I've decided I'm going to buy a book about how to massage your cat. And I've even found one. Okay, How to Massage Your Cat, hardcover, published September 2003 by Alice M. Brock. Okay, so if I use this source in an essay, that's totally fine, but I need to cite my source. I need to give them credit. So right now I'm going to highlight and copy the title of my book, and I'm going to go back to EasyBib. And again, it's not a website that I'm citing, it's actually a book. So I'm going to change to book, and I'm going to paste it in and say cite it. And then basically EasyBib is going to try to take all the information they can figure out and put it together and give you a citation that is a little bit easier for you to figure out. Okay, so they have a couple of things. Okay, you have to make sure that you are citing the correct source. So do you remember what our author was? Go back. So Alice M. Brock. So Alice M. Brock, How to Massage Your Cat. This one obviously isn't. This is also Alice M. Brock, but it's a different language, so we're going to stick with English. So we're going to say cite this. Now this next part is where you go through and make sure that all the information is correct, okay? So it says, here's what we found for you. The title, How to Massage Your Cat, correct. Published by Chronicle Books, San Francisco, 1992. Author, Alice M. Brock. So we're going to check right now. So going back to our book, if we scroll down, we can get some product details, okay? So this is going to tell us a few things. So again, we know the title is correct. We know the author is correct, but let's check the publisher. Publisher, Chronicle Books. And this one says September 2003. So this might be a more recent edition, so we're going to need to change a few things. So as we go to our final step here, it's going to let us see everything. Okay, so again, contributors, the author is Alice, Brock. The title is How to Massage Your Cat. But the publication, the one that they had was 1992. We need to change this because we have a newer edition to 2003. And now we are correct. So now create citation. And it has done it for us. Hooray! Here's your new citation. And it is, oops, excuse me. My internet is being funky. It has the whole thing in the exact right order with correct punctuation. So all you'd have to do is copy and paste it into your works cited page. Okay, so that's how you do that. So let's go back and look at, excuse me, a couple of things. So down at the bottom, the example. Okay, so what do you notice? What do you notice in this works cited page? How it's formatted, you know, different things. What do you notice about like the spacing, how it's organized, what's the order of it? So I actually want you to pause this video real quick and just talk about what are some things that you notice. Okay, you should have paused it. If you haven't, do that and talk. But a couple of things that you may have noticed. First of all, it is alphabetized. So the order is in alphabetical order. So we start with F, and then M, and then N, S, W. So you'd start at the top with A's and go all the way down to Z's. That's how you're going to order it. The second thing you might have noticed are these indents, okay? So whenever your citation is just one line, so like this one is from the beginning to the end is just one line, you start at the beginning of the page and end to wherever it ends, okay? But if it takes more than one line, then what you do is you start at the beginning of the page, you go to the end, and then your next line you're actually going to need to indent. And indent all of them until you're finished with your citation, okay? So that's something that's a little bit different. It's kind of like a paragraph, but the opposite. Instead of indenting at the beginning of your paragraph, you're going to indent all of the other ones, okay? So I want you to practice, okay? The questions that you have, I want you to write them down so that I can answer them when I get back. But here at the top of this worksheet, you have 5 different activities, 5 different things that I want you to find on the internet and then cite your source, okay? So the health benefits of potato chips, all of these things. Now, a couple of things that some people have had trouble with. So for example, let's just look like health benefits of potato chips. Okay. Some websites, the person or the EasyBib has a hard time finding the publisher. Okay, that's the hardest thing. So just to let you know, the publisher that we're going to go with is probably going to be at the bottom of the page. Whenever it says, we can't find a publisher, please help us out, this is what you're going to do. Let me get out of these things. Okay. So say you're using this site and you're like, I don't know what the publisher is. Okay, we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, very, very, very bottom. Okay, and it has this, excuse me, it has this information at the bottom that's basically, again, telling us the source. So this little C in a circle is the copyright, and then it has the date, and next to that, the copyright sign and the date is going to be our publisher. So this one's going to be Fujicate Ltd. Okay, so that might be something that helps you out as well. Okay, like I said, do use this EasyBib website, do the activity, ask the sub for help, and then please, please, please write down questions that you have, because I'll be able to answer those when I get back. Okay, and with that, I think you're good.